The I'll never forget this. I was driving one time along the street, and I saw cops beating up a homeless guy. That left an impression on me because it made me feel like, well, what did they do wrong, right? My name is Waverly Hampton III. I'm running for Sacramento City Council District 6. One of the reasons I decided to run was because I felt like the city wasn't managing the homeless crisis as well as it could. And I thought the leadership in our district could have done better in terms of establishing safe grounds in the district. There's a lot of empty land throughout District 6, and prevent them from, having to wander from place to place, and give them a semi-permanent location. My goal as council member, if I'm elected, is to really treat the homeless the way they should be treated, which is as citizens. I think that we tend to overlook the fact that these people are, Americans. They're all like us, and that any one of us could be in this situation. And so we have to sympathize, and we have to have some compassion when addressing this issue. And we can't just throw money at it thinking that that's going to solve it. We have to actually get active and speak with these people. I think what I'd like to put together is first, obviously, the safe grounds. And then I like the feed operations that are happening throughout the city. I'd like to create a network of these organizations. That way we can better streamline the resources. Some of them just want someone to talk to and help get them treatment. Maybe they have problems with drugs, or they have mental disorders, or maybe they just want to get back home to their families. In terms of like safety as well, I'm really upset about how the police are handling the homeless. I think that we should. One of the things I want to do is have community service officers, and I think part of that should be officers who are trained to assist the homeless in in shelters, temporary shelters, or give them, provide them with blankets, provide them with access to the ER. But one of the things I really want to do is build multi-units, like multi-family units, because I think part of the issue with homelessness is this housing crisis. And so you've gotta develop homes. I think there's a lot of homeless who are skilled that we just don't know about, or who have experiences that we could use their insight into the problem, right? So you see a lot of homeless activists right now working with the homeless union, but I think that the council, as a council member, what I want to do is I want to give them a platform to speak, because again, they're citizens and their voice matters when it comes to a lot of these issues. So I would definitely like to create maybe a homeless committee of homeless members. I'm just thinking about that. Maybe form a committee of delegates that speak on behalf of the homeless community, and that way they can have a voice at all times on key issues, on key projects. That when we do projects like that, we don't just move all the homeless out, relocate them, and then tell them you can't come back here. No, they should have a say in, because they've been there. They should be able to help in cleaning it up, and then they should be invited to take care of it, to maintain it, if they'd like to use the lands. But what's important is that we don't just shut them out of the planning process. We don't just shut them out of the conversation, because they're the ones that are being affected. It's like what's happening with other neighborhoods in the city. You can't just say we're going to redevelop or develop this area, make it nicer, without talking to the people in the area about what they want. Because then, no matter how good you plan something, if the people aren't behind it, then it's just going to be a waste of time and effort.